Chapter 12, Structure, Query, Language. In general, what is the communication medium? Now you imagine that you are speaking with someone. What we will do, preferably we choose the well-known language by the both speaker and listener, isn't it? Here the same we are going to do with the database management system. The database management system knows only the language structure query language, so that we are going to approach the database management system with the SQL. Is it clear? Now you see here the diagram shows about the structure query language section. Here the database may be in different form. The user should send some request to retrieve the data from the database. In between we need some connection bridge, that is we called as structure query language. Now we see what is SQL. The SQL is abbreviated as structure query language. It is a standard programming language to access and manipulate databases. Then SQL allows the user to create, retrieve, alter and transfer the information among the database. There are many versions of SQL is available now. The original version, it was developed at IBM Research Center. It is called as SQL in early 1970s. Later the language was changed to SQL. Then it published by ANSI, American National Standard Institute, and updated again in the year 1992. Now we are using the latest SQL standard. It was developed in the year of 2008. The role of SQL in RDBMS. What is RDBMS? It stands for Relational Database Management System. The SQL does the following function related to create, read, update, delete operations, collectively known as CRUD. The data in the RDBMS will available in the form of tables. The field is a column in the table that is designed to maintain the specific related information. Then a record is a row which is a collection of related fields or columns that exist in the table. Now we see the processing skill of structure query language. There are various processing skill handled by the structure query language. The first one is data definition language. The data definition language provides commands for defining relation schemas. Schema is nothing but structure. Then deleting the relation, creating index, then modifying relational schemas. Next one of the skill is data manipulation language. The SQL data manipulation includes command to insert, delete and modify the tuples in the database. Embedded data manipulation language. This embedded form of SQL is used in high-level programming languages. Simply, wherever we want to do the automated system, we use this embedded technology. View definition. The SQL also includes commands for defining views of tables. How we want to view the table records or information to the user. authorization. The SQL includes command for access, rights to the relation and views of the tables. How we want to access the table and which format we want to see the information. This will be given by the section of authorization. Next one is integrity. The SQL provides a form of integrity checking using several conditions. Transaction control. The SQL includes command for file transaction and take the control over the transaction process. Command for creating database and use the created database. How we are going to create database? With the keyword create database with followed by the user defined database name. Next, to work with the database, we want to use the command use followed by the database name whichever we created earlier. Then components of SQL. The SQL components divided into 5 categories. DML, data manipulation language. DDL, data definition language. DCL, data control language. TCL, transaction control language. DQL, data query language. Now the data definition language function. The data definition language consists of SQL statement used to define the database structure or schema. This thing already we have seen. It simply deals with the description of the database schema and it is used to create and modify the structure of the database object in the database. It is used to identify the type of the data division. Then it used to give the unique name to the each data item. Next, the proper data item or data type should be maintained by the data definition language. Next, it should define the size of the data item. Then it should define the range of the values, how much or else how long we are going to use the data item. Specify the privacy locks. It prevents unauthorized data entries. SQL commands which comes under data definition language. Create. The keyword create is used to create the tables within inside the database. Alter the structure of the database. Drop. It deletes the table from the database. Truncate. Remove all the records from a table. Also release the space occupied by those records. Next, data manipulation language. The database schema has been specified and the database has been created. The data can be manipulated using the set of procedures which are expressed by data manipulation language. The SQL command which comes under the data manipulation languages are insert. The insert data into the table. Update. This one also we are going to use within the table. Delete all the record from the table but not the space occupied by them. Yearly we see the truncate. It remove all the records from the table, also release the space occupied by those records. Here the delete also going to remove all the records from the table. But what is the difference? The delete option will not remove the space occupied by them. Then we want to know about the data manipulation language. It insert of new information into the database and then it will retrieve, then delete and modification of the data stored inside the database. Data control language. The SQL commands which comes under the data control languages are grant and revoke. Grant permission to one or more user to perform specific task. Then revoke, withdraw access permission which given by the grant statement. Transactional control language. SQL command which comes under the transfer control language. It commit the save any transaction into the database permanently. Rollback, it restores the database to the last committed state. If suppose we done any mistake before we commit or else after the commit, we can go back what the well good working condition. At that position we can go and redo the work. Save point, temporarily save a transaction so that you can roll back and do the work again. Data query language. One such SQL command in data query language is select. It displays a record from the table. So we are going to use many select with several condition based. It going to show the record whichever we stored inside the table. Next, here we are going to see about the different data types. First one is character. It is used to specify or else used to give a particular character within the record. Next one is varchar, variable with character string. This is similar to char except the size of the data entry vary considerably. Next one is decimal. It represent a fractional number of such as 15.12. The fractional values if you want to use within the database, we want to define a variable with this type of data type. Next one is numeric. It is same as decimal except that maximum number of digit may not exceed the precision argument. Integer. It represents the number without the decimal point. Next one is small int. It is same to the integer value but it occupies the minimal size of the integer value. Then float, it represents the floating point number in the basis of 10 exponential notation. Then real, it is the same as float except the size of the argument not used may be defined precision up to a maximum of 64. Thank you for watching this video.